What if I told you that right now, this very moment, quiet exchanges of Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong may already be happening behind the scenes? That phase one of the long-awaited revaluation isn't just a rumor anymore, but could actually be live in select places. This isn't just speculation, it's what many watchers and insiders have waited years to see. Silent moves behind closed-door transactions, and hints that the banking system in Iraq and Vietnam is shifting gears without public fanfare. But the question is, are you ready? Because when phase one hits the surface, and it will, it won't wait for you to catch up. This is the time to understand what's really happening, what it means for your currency, and how to act before the big wave becomes global news. So let's break it all down, step by step, and in simple terms. First, let's talk about Iraq's money system, and why there's so much buzz right now. The country is going through a major transformation, not just talking about going digital or making small changes, but rebuilding its entire financial structure. Right now, Iraq is mostly a cash-based economy. That means people use paper notes for almost everything: groceries, rent, even big purchases. This makes it hard to track where money goes, and nearly impossible to stop corruption, illegal trading, or fraud. That's why Iraq's central bank has been working behind the scenes for years to fix the system. And in 2025, we're seeing the result. The idea is simple: move to digital banking, clean up the old currency system, and prepare for the new dinar. A version that can support real growth, stability, and global exchange. But here's the catch. Before you change the roof, you need a strong foundation. That's what we're seeing now. Now here's the part that confuses a lot of people. Why would Iraq create a whole new dinar when they already have paper notes in circulation? Isn't that risky or confusing? Actually, it's the smart move. The new dinar plan has two main parts. First, they want to delete the zeros from the old notes. Right now, Iraqis carry around 25,000 or 50,000 dinar notes just to buy normal things like food or pay bills. That makes the money look weak, even if its value isn't. So with the new dinar, a 25,000 note might become just a 25 note, holding the same value. This makes prices feel normal again and makes it easier for people to handle cash. Second, they want to move to a digital system where most people use cards, apps, or online transfers instead of physical cash. It's modernization in two directions at once. But let's get to the part you really care about. What happens to your dinar when the revaluation, RV, kicks in? And how will you know it's time to exchange? Here's the good news. When Iraq officially announces the change, it won't be a surprise. They will give clear instructions on what to do with your old notes, how to get the new ones, and what the new exchange rate will be. This applies to people inside Iraq, and also to holders outside the country, in places like the US, UK, Canada, and the Gulf. Banks and licensed currency exchangers will handle the trade. You bring your old notes, they check them, and give you the new notes, or convert them to dollars based on the new official rate. But until that moment, stay alert for the official statement from Iraq's central bank. Now let's talk about phase. There are whispers and increasing signs that some quiet exchanges have already begun. These are not massive public announcements, but rather private, controlled transactions, possibly happening in select financial institutions or government-linked platforms. This phase may be testing how the system works, how smoothly transactions can process, and how foreign exchangers respond. If you're hearing about quiet IQD or VND exchanges in Dubai, Singapore, or even discrete banks in the US, it's likely part of the controlled rollout. Think of it as a soft launch before the public phase begins. That's why some people are reporting early signs while others see nothing. The key is, don't panic, but also don't sleep on it. These early exchanges could confirm that revaluation is no longer a theory, it's beginning, just very quietly. So how can you prepare if phase one is already live? First, double-check that your IQD or VND notes are authentic and in good condition. Second, find out which banks or currency exchanges near you are authorized to handle Iraqi dinar. Not every bank deals with IQD, so knowing in advance will save you stress. Third, Stay away from rumors or black market deals. Many scams pop up during moments like this, offering inside rates or early access. Stick to official channels. Lastly, educate yourself. Watch for central bank news, listen to financial experts, and follow trusted sources. When the revaluation becomes public, there will be clear steps. But being ready ahead of time means you can move fast and not miss out. Let's also cover another key question. Why are they bothering with new physical notes if Iraq is going digital anyway? Here's the answer. Because not everyone in Iraq has a smartphone, internet access, or even a bank account. In rural areas, physical money still runs the economy. So while digital is the future, paper notes aren't going away just yet. By removing the zeros and simplifying the money, everyday transactions become easier. No more paying 100,000 dinar for rent or 75,000 for groceries. It makes prices feel normal and builds trust in the money. Plus, with fewer zeros, it's harder for fake notes or smuggling operations to take advantage of the system. It's about making the money easier to use and harder to abuse. So what happens to the exchange rate itself when this shift is complete? That's the million-dollar question. Literally, if Iraq deletes zeros and revalues at the same time, the rate could jump significantly. Some believe it may go over $1, maybe even higher. Others think it will rise gradually. The truth is, nobody outside the central bank knows the exact number yet. But the logic makes sense. Iraq has major oil reserves, gold, and now a growing digital banking system. These are the signs of a country ready to support a stronger currency. A higher rate gives the dinar more power internationally, boosts confidence, and brings foreign investors to the table. It's not guaranteed, but it's more possible now than ever before. Many people worry about being left out if they're outside Iraq. Here's some peace of mind. When the RV is official, you will be able to exchange your notes, no matter where you live, as long as your bank handles IQD and follows Iraq's rules. This applies in the US, UK, UAE, Canada, Australia, anywhere with licensed exchange. There will also be a window of time set by Iraq's central bank to exchange old notes. Historically, other countries have given months or even a year for currency redemptions. This gives everyone enough time to swap out their old notes for new ones or convert to dull. So don't panic about timelines, just be prepared. Let's zoom out for a second. What's really happening here? Iraq is rebuilding trust in its currency, in its economy, and in its future. The old system was broken. The dinar was weak, not because Iraq lacked value, but because the system was outdated, easy to exploit, and stuck in the past. By going digital, enforcing transparency, and cutting zeros, Iraq is sending a message: we're ready for the world, and that message matters. Investors are watching, global markets are watching, and currency holders like you are watching. That's why every step in this process is carefully timed. They can't afford chaos. The goal is stability, strength, and growth. Let's not forget about the Vietnamese dong VND, which is also quietly part of this conversation. While Iraq's moves are louder and more structured, Vietnam has also been improving its economy, increasing exports, stabilizing inflation, and opening to international investment. The VND may not be as close to a full revaluation as the IQD, but signs point to it being part of this bigger monetary shift in Asia and the Middle East. Some say Vietnam will follow Iraq's steps, while others believe both will move in coordination under larger financial framework. Either way, it makes sense to keep a close eye on the dong as well, because where one goes, the other may follow. Still wondering when this will all happen? The truth is, we may already be in the early stage, with quiet exchanges possibly already underway. You need to shift your thinking from someday to maybe now. That doesn't mean the public wave is tomorrow, but it means signs are getting harder to ignore. From international trade agreements, to secure digital platforms, to new central bank policies, everything is lining up, and when the central bank makes it official, it'll be too late to prepare. That's why watching the news, knowing the process, and staying ready matters more than ever. There's one more thing you should remember. When the revaluation goes public, modern banking systems can't keep it secret. Once Iraq updates the official exchange rate, it will show instantly on platforms like Bloomberg, Reuters, and Forex System. That means no special backdoor rates, no private secrets. There will be one official rate for everyone, whether you're in Baghdad, New York, or London. And once it's live, banks around the world will adjust accordingly. So ignore rumors of two-tiered systems or secret backroom deal. The real RV will be public, secure, and global. So to everyone holding IQD or VND, now is the time to watch, learn, and get ready. You don't need to guess dates or chase conspiracies, just follow the real steps. Confirm your currency, identify your bank, and watch for the official rollout, because when it hits, it'll happen fast. And those who are prepared won't just witness history, they'll be part of it. Whether this is the beginning of RV Phase 1 or just a test run, the signs are clear. Iraq is moving forward. The banking system is changing, and a stronger, digital dinar is no longer a dream. It's becoming a reality, quietly, steadily, and soon, publicly. Are you ready?